Why spend thousands building a completely realistic restaurant when you could just put 3 chairs on a stage and let the audience figure it out? Well, that's basically the difference between realistic and abstract set design. A realistic set tries to create a recognisable physical environment. So you might have a kitchen with cupboards, a sink, a fridge, a table, chairs, basically everything you need to convince the audience, yeah, that's someone's kitchen. And realism is incredibly useful because it tells the audience where we are and who the sort of person is who would inhabit this space. And importantly for actors, it gives us things to actually do. You can open a fridge, sit at a table, slam a cupboard. But realistic doesn't mean real. Amateur set designers, this one's for you. You only have to make the audience think, yep, house. You don't want anything distracting or clutter it with things that don't get used. Ask Chekhov. Then we have abstract set design. Instead of recreating a location literally, the designer might use shapes, platforms, levels, objects, colour, scale, or materials to suggest an environment. 3 black boxes could become a train. A staircase could become a prison. A giant door could represent power. A huge empty space could create isolation. The plan here is to subtly influence the audience, give them the abstract details so their little brains can say, what does this space mean? Sets can become a storytelling metaphor. Macbeth in a real medieval castle set is cool, we're in a castle. But now imagine an entire stage dominated by an enormous staircase. Suddenly that staircase could represent Macbeth's rise to power, his descent into madness, the hierarchy that he's climbing. The object is representing the idea. A realistic room tells you what the room is, but an abstract environment gives you clues and lets your brain complete the picture. And abstract doesn't mean minimalist. It can be absolutely enormous, complicated, and visually bonkers. It's more about interpretation. It becomes a playground for the actors. And actually most theatre sits somewhere between the two. You might have a completely realistic sofa, but it's sitting on a geometric platform, or a normal bedroom with half the wall cut off and sort of on fire. And that's where realism and abstraction can start working together. Set design affects how actors move around the space, where the audience looks, how quick locations can change, and even how a scene feels. A tiny room can make 2 characters feel trapped, whereas an empty stage can make 1 person look lost. The environment isn't just sitting behind the actors, it's part of the storytelling. Because ultimately, a great set is one that makes the story possible.